When I was about 16, I lived in a small town. We had this abandoned house in my neighborhood. It was huge, almost big enough to call it a mansion, but it had been an empty house for a while. One day, on the first day of summer vacation, I suggested investigating inside of that house. All of my friends agreed. A few days later, around 7:30 p.m., we snuck into the house. The inside of the house had been burnt pretty badly, which we thought was the reason why the house was abandoned. Everything was kind of cool, but old and countrified. We started to check all of the upstairs and downstairs of the house, even the basement. Just at that moment, I saw something darting across the room. I started getting nervous, but then I thought to myself, it might be a squirrel or a raccoon, and brushed away my doubts. Then I went to the second floor, and my friends followed me. I opened the door, and there was a human-sized teddy bear sitting in the desk chair, facing us. We were spooked for a moment, but it didn't stop us from exploring further. We went to the third floor, and while we were searching around and taking some stuff, someone told us to look up. When we looked toward the wall, we could see the writing, "Get out." However, we all laughed. We talked about how brave we were, and then turned around to head back downstairs. All of a sudden, one of my friends, Jay, whispered that he saw something moving behind me. I turned around with my flashlight, but nothing was there. Feeling weird, we went down to the second floor again. Then, when we looked into the second floor room, I swear to God, the teddy bear was gone. Everybody in the house said nothing at all. We all agreed that we should leave this house as soon as possible. There was a door which was connected to the kitchen, so we approached the kitchen. But just at that moment, one of my friends gasped. Everybody slowly turned around, and the teddy bear was there. It was sitting at the dinner table looking towards us, and when we raised our heads upwards, we could see the writing on the walls. "Get out." Getting caught or not, I wanted to leave. I wanted to be out of there. I ran out of the kitchen, but I couldn't take one step further. There was a man who was standing there. He was blocking our way through the door. He was holding a knife. He seemed like he was almost in his mid-40s. We just stood there, staring at him, without saying anything or screaming. The man was blocking our way, and he took a step forward, staring at us with a big, wide smile. Then one of my fearless friends that found an old hockey stick from one of the rooms stepped in front of me and shouted to him not to come any closer. The man didn't say anything. He took a couple of steps back and slowly crawled into a big hole behind a seat chair in the corner of the room. We couldn't believe what we had just seen. Without any hesitation, we ran for our lives after he disappeared. As soon as we managed to get out, everyone started to run away in a hurry. As I was following them, I turned around, and I saw it. The man stood in the window and waved to us, smiling peacefully, like nothing had ever happened. When we finally reached a safe place, far away from that house, we all just stood there thinking that it was the most horrible nightmare we had ever experienced. After that night, I never sneak into houses, especially any abandoned houses.